Jamie Van the Architect. Jamie Van the Architect.
Bro, it's all good. We're gonna cut it together.
Okay.
I'm Jamie Van the Architect. It's Jamie Van the Architect Nicholson.
Oh, okay. Alright. So...
We can't explain like the camera thing and why we're all shooting with cameras.
Makes us all feel important. We didn't have enough clipboards.
No tripod.
Alright, so the first thing I'll say is the movie should be renamed to Riding Round. And...
Screw it, let's actually do the introduction. Steamed up. Someone put the camera on me, damn it. Thank you.
Thank
you.
Okay, thank you. There we go. Okay, cameraman.
Nikon D600. And we're doing a review on Playing for Keeps. Our buddy's first feature film.
Part 1.
So cute.
Riding around. Playing for Keeps, aka riding around. So what else?
One thing I'll say is that a lot can be forgiven because it is a first film. I know what it's like to do a first film. I've worked on features, but I've never written and directed my first feature. So, again, a lot can be forgiven on the first film. One thing I'll say is that, and first off, I watched all 130 minutes of it. If I didn't care about the people I was working with or who I was doing a review for, I would not have sat through that much. It's absolutely a dreadful movie. I did not know any of the characters. I did not know, even at the very end of it, you don't know who the characters are, why they're doing what they're doing. One of the things is that nothing that they eat, smoke, wear, drive, do in any sense of the word, do anything for their character. The only part of character development was in the beginning where the cop, who is the worst cop in the entire universe, he was doing his push-ups and he had his badge, a necklace, and handcuffs. One of the horrible things is I believe he only used his handcuffs once, and that was on your character. And there was really no explanation of why you were being taken down and truly shot.
I think it's because he was Muslim.
That was one of the things that I got was like, okay, now we're ripping on Muslims, but there's no reason why. Let's see. Someone read me with the Muslim link. One of the easiest things to do to add plot points would be like when they're getting their chicken wings, which everyone eats the fucking chicken wings, but the only setup for going to all these different restaurants for me was in the end when they're trying to go and find
Kilo.
Who's a chick?
No, that's the dude. Remember, he's the mulatto with the beard.
Yeah, he's the guy with
Okay,
Take
okay.
9. Take 9 Junior.
Oh, okay.
What's a mulatto?
It's a...
Color.
Yeah. It's like a
it's the real name for black. It's the real name for black until they changed it to Negro. Then it went all the way back down. It started at mulatto. That's what happened. It's a little bit of history.
They call him a light-skinned black guy.
I got some in the fridge, I think.
Okay.
So
Back to the review.
So the only reason why they're going around to all these different places is so when they're actually looking for Kilo, you go back to all these places that he has not been, but everybody else has. And there was another part where everyone's in the park, and I guess some guy with a vest shows up. First off, that fucking vest is pointless. He has all these bags on the back.
Oh, no, that guy was a trainer. Okay, listen.
Hold on. Do not explain it now. It was not explained in the movie.
You don't need to explain it.
Okay? That is one thing that's just like, hold on, you have pouches on your back that you can't reach.
Can I do one? Can I just do
No,
one?
you can't.
Can I get 3 interruptions? Okay. 3.
Person or like
I'm granted 3, please. 3.
one each person?
Yeah, one each person.
Alright.
Not the bad guy.
That's not the one you want to interrupt me on, though.
Yeah, keep going. Keep going.
I got better ones in store.
It was that bad?
Yeah, it was your first movie. One of the other things.
Scale from A to F, what do I get?
There's not a letter for it, and 0 is not a rating because you have to put a 1 there. Well, I give it like half a star because you had 2 good shots in it of 2 good composition shots.
Who was that?
The end where the 2 black guys, when after they put Kilo in the back of the vehicle and go home, and you have both of them in the window and the cop is talking to him, and the other one was, I don't remember when, it was one of the driving parts.
They were actually parked, I believe. The driver was leaning into shot. Finally,
they were both really nice.
What about the old refinery shots that were like to break up action and stuff that had a little bit of easygoing music behind it?
Well, that was one of the things.
At the very beginning, there were some really good establishing shots. Right? Establishing shots.
What about the editing? Was the editing okay?
Well, here's the thing. It's established, but not for the characters.
It was terrible? My editing was terrible?
Editing was...
Well, you didn't have anything to edit. I mean, you can tell. And also, and I'll put it like this, there was a bunch of other different ways I was going to try and say it, but you can clearly tell when these actors are sober and not sober. You can clearly tell. Their diction is a little bit better, and just, I mean, they walk in a straight line. Also, one of the biggest things I have is, alright, I haven't committed crimes, but if I'm going to commit a crime, I am going to put a fucking belt on, and I am going to pull my pants up.
My pants will stay up when I'm running away.
And I'm not going to wear bling that rattles. I mean, dude, there's so many things that were wrong with that thing. And then they go in and they talk about shooting some old lady, or they shoot somebody, and then dogs, and then something else. And dogs have nothing to do with this thing. And also, that entire first scene that has absolutely nothing to do with any plot point, taking a shit. What is the point of that? And then calling some guy Charmin.
He called him Charmin because toilet tissue.
Alright, so seriously though?
See, Charmin tissue.
What's the point of the guys wearing all black to break into Lay's house if like their blue boxers are showing on all?
See, what had happened was that's not my logic. Like that's what black people do. They sag.
That's a cop out.
I don't
That's
sag.
a cop out, dude.
That's not a cop out. Wait a minute. Maybe I should have caught it, but I'm like, hey, why not?
Within the gangs in a film, you're going to have to establish your hierarchy of who's actually who. They all wore the same type of outfit. They all spoke the same. They all drove the same. They all smoked the same. Everything was the same. There is no actual whatever that.
Well, we kind of established that Kilo is the bad guy throughout the film, and it was Kilo.
Yeah, but he's saying is I didn't do a good job at character development.
Kilo like walked around the room
because you couldn't tell like who was the leader and who. It kind of made Kilo seem like he was the leader because he has at one point. But then he's a sloppy leader, and I didn't make it be known that Joshua was the leader.
Oh, Joshua was the leader?
Yeah, but I didn't make it that way. That was my fault. I take 100% fault of it.
How long was it before you realized that Joshua, the guy with dreads...
You never did throughout the whole movie.
Was the main character and was the voice.
I'll be honest with you, on one part, man, it wasn't until the very end music video that I realized that some chick was being ransomed for some money. I totally missed it. Everyone's going around going, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I don't know what you're saying because you're saying everything's slurred. I do not know. Please say it again. And then a barber shop where nobody gets a fucking haircut. And I'm like,
what barber shop was that?
Was that a barber shop or a tattoo parlor?
Yeah, what was that place where everybody's knocking and says, do not knock. Do not disturb.
No, that was a guy's apartment. But he has a barber chair and he does tattoos there.
Okay, it's
so
one of those unique locations that isn't shown. I mean, you show a room and talk about shit instead of actual character development happening in a barber chair.
Right.
And if we're going to go and I don't know.
Spend 10 minutes on this rant.
Yeah. Okay. Pause.
No, your turn.
Go.
I guess my question is, which came first, the music video or the?
Exactly.
Okay.
The music video came first.
Okay.
So.
No, I'm listening.
So when we did it, I looked back and I was like, man, this isn't good acting. But I was like, we can make something out of it. And I guess when I thought I could make something out of it, it didn't turn out the way that I thought it would.
Well, I'll put it like this, and then it makes it a harder bit of a review because, I mean, it is your first film. I understand that.
That can't be my excuse all the time. I can't be like, that's my second film.
If you had an idea behind it and there was a music video, then that makes the film 100 times worse because there was an idea before the actual feature film, which means that the idea behind the music video wasn't solid at all to even put into a feature film.
He's killing me. You just cut me, man. Like,
No, I mean, like I said,
I'm dying over here. He said,
No, my thing is there was too much and not enough. There was too much dude, not enough boob.
right.
That was my
Everybody
thing.
says that.
boobs
Okay.
would not have helped this piece. Because you had booty slamming in a club that really had nothing to
No,
do with
I'm
it.
not even talking about
For
that.
some dude to come out and be like, yo man, I was so drunk last night and then we passed the blunt around and now we're gonna go do something that I don't know what I'm gonna go do. Okay? Like it.
Wait, at least you remember that line, though, right? Do I get credit for that? Like, you remember it?
Okay. You can tell that was one morning that he didn't have a hangover and woke up early in the morning.
That's gonna be the line on the back of the box. That's gonna be a direct quote. 2 thumbs up.
Okay, so half a star. Noah?
I'm gonna have to leave it at least half a star. I really
Okay.
am. You know, like I said, it's I'm letting a lot slide because it is a first. I guess the big thing for me is there's way too much filler. A lot of filler of just pointless nothing. The only reason it reached an hour was there was just too much of nothing. No, I mean, the point that you could have made, half hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
You could have cut out so much and got to the points that you needed way quicker.
I'd also like to say the cop rolling around. He says he's the king of the place. He absolutely has no idea what's going on in his backyard. He has no idea where anybody is. Every time he asks everybody something, he has no idea. But it was never established that he is a shitty cop. He is a cop going around and people going, "Oh, you a cop?" And it's like, okay, so he's a cop, but nobody. There's absolutely no point.
Okay. Can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can we get better from this?
Who's we?
Yes, absolutely. There's some points you can take from it. One of the things is if you're going to keep everyone eating, I guess you could say. One thing that I was waiting for someone to say is that they wanted wings hot and they wanted to feel like their mouth was burning in hell or they were burning in hell or something. You can even make food motivate the next scene moving on. Also, their clothes. One of the things you can do is actually have like the thugs. They actually sag their pants and everything in public, but when they get into rooms or they actually go on something, they pull their pants up and actually get really clean cut. But when they're on the street, they act a different way. So you're setting this. These are people that are intelligent and actually doing something.
But what if they're not?
Then it's a.
I mean, because then that'll be like a. I mean, it wouldn't even be cliche. I mean, it'd just be the
No, I mean
truth.
the point of the
My
actually, you know,
They died the
putting
battery and everything. Here, keep it on me.
the
My review.
That's some conceited shit right there, bro.
Well, man, just got the worst review.
One of the things is if you're going to say that they're not intelligent in that way or they're not
No,
going.
I'm not saying that though.
No, I mean
No, they're characters or
Yeah,
anything.
characters.
It's more likely going to just end up a pointless movie again because you have to establish one person trying to get out. I mean, people died, there was a ransom, but at the end, and even with the script I have for the second part, I don't even understand what the second part is now compared to this one.
That's what I'm saying.
It's going
the
to
second
have to.
part has nothing to do with. It only has certain parts of it because I wanted to stir away from it because it wasn't scripted.
Right.
And my thing is, I think that was a big reason why. Like we didn't have a goal. Like we're gonna start here.
I mean, overall, I feel conceptually there's something there, but the technical aspect, you lost everything.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, it got over convoluted with just a whole lot of filler. You
Right.
know?
So if I had a part 2 and I said, hey, I got a part 2 coming soon, that one would make you not want to watch.
Yes, for me, well, it's not for the fans of the first one, okay?
Right.
It's for everyone else who's going to see this one or potentially see it. What I would do is I would just redo the whole thing. You can keep a lot of aspects of what was going on in this one.
What if I just kill it and then just part 2 is just way different from part 1? Because I know it'll show an improvement because it's going to be a major improvement. I say make it 45 minutes and that's it. Cut it.
Make what 45 minutes?
Part 2, 45 minutes. That's all they get. And that's it.
Why don't you make it an hour?
No, 45. That's all you get.
But part 2 is about all the gangs coming together into one
That's why you
town.
make it 45 minutes. And then the rest, the third one, be 45 minutes or an hour. You don't give them that much. Because, see, part 1, it was so terrible that now I have to rekindle that fire and build it back up. That's what I'm going to do.
So we should revisit your roots?
Revisit my roots?
Mm-hmm.
No. I'm going to take a break for like a month. Get everything together. And I'll do part 2.
How excited were all the vendors to just be in a movie?
That's,
You know,
I think
Every cashier, they're just like, oh my god!
I think that's what happened. I think people got more excited just about being a part of it than actually being a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the talent when they're acting, they say that everybody say some people say acting was terrible. Some people like some of the acting.
I'll be honest
Well,
with you, man. You were the only actor that had it together. I don't think, and one of the things too is, and I know that it was an improv and your first directing
I
gig.
said man a lot.
Well, there's some other words that people muttered way more than man.
We know
Um,
the infamous word.
you had it together. One thing I would say
I
is
mean, the cameras are rolling. We know.
you have to get these actors into a mindset of their
I
characters.
think you just made a pun, though.
What'd you say? What was your pun?
The infamous word.
He didn't. Yeah.
You don't get it, Eli.
Infamous word.
Yeah.
In,
Not infamous.
not infamous, but infamous.
You get it? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Moving on.
I think I know what you're
Okay.
saying. Okay.
So,
Okay.
so,
Infamous?
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So with that being said, are you guys on for part 2? Cut the cameras off. Good job.
Well, since
You cut
we're
me,
on
man.
camera, no, since we're on
No, the
camera,
camera's off. Cut them off.
well, no, on camera,
Off camera.
no, on camera, I will say, dude,
He wins.
you have a lot going for you.
Give us the camera.
You're good at what you do. It was your first film. It was with a bunch of actors that, I mean, not everyone can act, okay? I'm totally down for the second part. I say we look at the script you have. I'll probably watch this again and see if we can somehow combine them. But I'm down for...
Can I make a point here, Jamie, though? Like, so you don't feel bad? Like, I've only seen Eli check that screen on that camera, like, twice whenever he was talking, so I know that thing is, like, all over the place.
Yeah, it is kind of...
Talking about people's crap. More Kilo.
Kilo? Kilo
Yeah.
died. So
Oh.
you bring him back?
Zombie Kilo? Halloween special Kilo.
You bring him back?
Yeah, Kudo died.
But he really got shit.
Okay, who are we looking forward to seeing in the next one? The Asian chick from
Yeshua.
Gideon's
No,
story. Yes.
Yeshua is
Yes.
all about the second one.
Who's Yeshua?
Yeah.
Yeshua was, I don't know, the guy with the dreads.
There was a bunch of those.
He was the one that you were saying you thought was the main character.
Wait, Joshua? Joshua is the main character.
Yeah.
And he had dreads.
Yes.
Yes. Is that Shua? Is that his real name?
Yeah. His name Reggie.
He's
You're
all
not-
about
I
the
mean,
second one.
You're only gonna have like 4 more characters come out the first one, and after that we're on to better people.
Did you guys read the script?
Yeah.
The first part, yeah.
Is that one off too?
Yeah, I just got the second one. I'll watch that. I'll read that.
Oh yeah, the second one when he was called, that one's better.
Okay.
But everybody camera done died.